Welcome to the Sip and See podcast with
Nicky J
and Rika Ray, aka the Wives Club, aka we are just trying to live our best life. Can we live? Please. What's up? What's up? Welcome back to the Sip and See podcast. How are you?
I'm fine.
What's going on?
Oh, it's a lot going on in these streets.
Okay, so we've been gone for a little over a year, has it been?
Well, a lot has happened.
I know that. So in that time, we've both gotten a year older.
Oh my God, I'm 40.
You just turned 40. Amazing. Happy birthday, boo.
Oh my God. You just had a birthday.
We don't want to worry. You had a milestone birthday. So that's what we're kind of like excited about. What did you do for your birthday?
Oh my God, my wife took me on an amazing 7-day cruise. We went to the Caribbean. I haven't been back to the Caribbean since I was in the military.
Wow. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. And the amazing thing about the Caribbean is my grandfather, he always used to talk about the Caribbean. And the thing about the Caribbean, he talked about it. He said it was the most beautiful place that he's ever been. Can you agree?
I have to agree. I had a good time.
And we turned up. What was that drink?
Shout out to was it Sunshine Rum?
Sunset
Rum. My goodness, today.
And it was so good, but it would knock you on your behind.
That.
Yes, but it was so amazing. But the cruise, we met the Pawn Stars. We met the people who started the Pawn Stars. We met them. The Norwegian Encore was their first sail.
Yeah, we were on the, what do you call it, the inauguration?
Inauguration cruise.
Yes.
Could you imagine? I went on a cruise and I was in the Navy. A whole different ball game.
Well, I think you enjoyed the cruise was because of the casino.
Oh yeah, I tore their ass.
Did you do good?
I did good.
Oh my God.
Yes. I was one of the first persons to win a jackpot on their cruise.
Baby, you came home with a little money.
Yeah, we paid for our cruise.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we know how much cruises are.
Yeah, And you know what I enjoyed too? I've never been to any of those places, but I also enjoyed just getting around in Miami a little bit. I feel like a little Miami.
I know, Miami.
Yeah. So what else has been going on since we've been gone?
Oh my God, it has been a lot going on. Everybody right now are in quarantine.
Who?
Quarantine.
Okay, we're going to put that down in the dictionary. Why? Due to what?
Coronavirus.
Oh
that coronavirus has got everybody scared right now,
Well, it's killing people. That's why.
Yeah, it is. But they say it's killing the black folks a little bit more than everybody else. But everything has to be a racist factor.
Right. They always got to bring it down to race. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
And, it hasn't started like that until 3 years ago, almost 4. And that's sad that we have to be a divided country when at this time. Why can't it just be a virus just killing people?
Right.
Why can't we just find a cure? Why do we have to pinpoint it on a certain particular race? Why do we have to be Hispanics and blacks? Why can't it just be a virus?
Well, when it first came out, they were trying to say that it was only hitting, it seemed like it was only hitting celebrities. And then it seemed like it was only hitting athletes. And then it was like, okay, well, first it was the whites, and then it was athletes, and then they were saying, okay, well, it's hitting the older people, but now we realize that it's hitting all ages. It doesn't even matter who you are at this point.
You just need to wash your hands.
But that's what throws me. Okay, yeah, so we're washing our hands, and now we're covering our face. First, it was just washing our hands. Now we're covering our faces. Well, first it was wash your hands. Don't go outside. Stay in your homes. Now it's when you do go outside, wash your hands, put a mask on, wear gloves, and stay at home all at the same time. Only go out for necessities. So I'm kind of like, where is it coming from? Where is it really? Is it in the air, or Is it just like a regular virus that they just didn't get on top of? I don't know. That's a whole nother story about who didn't believe that this was truly going to be something that was going to affect us in this pandemic right now.
But if you think about it, it say don't wash your hands. And they say it's a African American and Hispanic virus. I'm gonna put that out there, and I don't care who get offended by this. Period. When we go to the restroom, how many African Americans and how many Hispanics don't wash their hands when they use the bathroom? Think about it. I wash my hands, but I've been in the bathroom in public places where I've seen other races not wash their hands when they come up out of that bathroom. You know, and that's just nasty, where I'd be like, hold on, girl. You're not going to wash your hands? And they look at me like I got a disease. No, something wrong with you that your mama ain't teach you to wash your hands after you done went in there and you done wipe your behind.
Right.
After you use, because if you think about it, when women use the restroom, you have to use tissue to wipe your behind, unless you're not using tissue.
That's a possibility.
But then everybody went and bought up all the tissue.
And that was crazy.
Yeah. But you left the toothpaste.
Yeah, they left the toothpaste. And then somebody said on Facebook that they left the toilet cleaning stuff.
Yes.
You took all the toilet paper, but you forgot to get all the stuff to clean the toilet.
And you left the mouthwash. You left the soap.
Right.
So you didn't got the toilet paper. Your breath stink. And your ass is funky. I'm sorry for the people that listen to this. That ass is in the Bible.
It's in the Bible.
But your butt stink. So just think about that. You forgot to get soap to wash your behind, but you got all the toilet paper. So I'm just curious to think that as we're in this world now, that we're trying to say that this virus is killing people, and it's Easter Sunday.
Happy Easter, happy Resurrection Sunday for us that believe.
Yes, and then another thing about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
You have all of these churches, and I'm going to put that out there because if people know my background, they say, okay, well, I know your background and things of that nature. So it's Easter Sunday, but you have these churches who the churches now are not full, and these pastors are upset that your churches is not full.
Preach.
But this is the best time to reach the people.
Amen.
As Jesus did. Go out and reach the people.
Right.
You have elderly people who need ministering to.
Yes.
Who need to be fed. Who need their bills paid. Your church knows when this is all over, it's still going to be open. The people are not going to stop paying tithes, because if you listen to everything that's going on, y'all still want these people to pay their tithes. Y'all going to find a way. Yep. Y'all telling these older people to get cash out, to get Zelle, to get any means necessary to pay their tithes. But you're not trying to find a way to make sure that they have food in their houses.
Right.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, like they can barely eat. They can barely take care of themselves. But you want to make sure that they got their money in the bucket. Older people don't understand what Cash App and Zelle is and all of this technology. They're used to, okay, the collection plate comes around. I put my money in the collection plate, and that's how I receive my blessing. But now, what is the blessing? Shouldn't the church be a blessing as well to these people and make it more convenient for them to get what they need?
And what's wrong with getting your butt in your car and driving around your neighborhood where these people go and worship, and getting a bullhorn? Because I guarantee you, if you go look on Amazon, if you even know what that is, pastors, deacons, sisters of the church, whoever you are, I'm sorry, if you even know what that is, and get your pastor or get whoever it is to get a bullhorn so they can minister to the people who, at this point, I would think that their mental health is kicking in because they don't know where their next check is going to come from. Give them an encouraging word.
Amen.
Give them a word to get by, and don't just worry about their tithing money when they're already stressing about, are they going to have a check?
Are they going to have something to eat
when this is all over?
Right.
We have to think about encouraging people and not bringing people down, because I think we don't realize that the church is not that building.
Say it, preacher.
We are the church.
Come on.
And when we realize that we are the church, and we have to go outside of those four walls that you can't even get in right now, because this pandemic, and I might have said it wrong. Pandemic. Make my own word.
Right.
That we're in right now won't allow us to go inside of it, because maybe God is doing all of this so we can find Zoom, so we can pick up the phone and talk to people,
right.
So we can FaceTime people and look at people and say, hey sister, how are you? Hey brother, how are you really? For you can get inside people's lives and see how they are really doing, right. Instead of just being in this big old mega church and you don't even know that person's name. All you know is they writing that check so you can keep that building.
Right. And you know what? I was just thinking, what if this is a way for those that believe and those that are leaders in the church to possibly reach people that would never come into the church?
Period.
How do you know that those people that are sitting at home right now that really may be having another thought of, okay, well, I want to be a part of the church. Okay, well, maybe they'll see your Zoom, or maybe they'll see your live stream or something. It's time to think outside of the box. That means think outside of those four walls. And I think that it can possibly happen if everybody just starts to open up their minds and realize it's not about a structure. It's really about your belief and what you truly believe in. And if we can all just come together and just, right now, everybody's struggling, not just financially, emotionally, mentally, maybe that's something we could talk about. Like, how are you keeping yourself mentally, okay through this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Because one false move and you can take your focus off of something, and you may not be in the right mindset to get through this.
That's right. Because you got to think about it. You have people who don't know, just people just feel like they're lost. I listened to someone the other day that said that they don't believe in God, or they don't believe in all of this. This is a prime time where we who do believe can go and, like Rika said, reach those people.
Right. And it might not be just to reach them about Christ, but to start just to reach them to be encouraged, and just an encouraging word. Okay, maybe everybody doesn't want to be hit over the head with Jesus all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a start to encouraging someone to believe in something, but to hit them over the head with all of your religious thoughts and everything is not the way that you're going to win souls for Christ. That's not the way. And right now, we have people in China, turning away African Americans or Africans because they believe at this point that's where this came from, and vice versa. People are, treating people from China wrong and Asians wrong because they feel that they started this virus. And I believe that it's all because of, one, the media does give us too much, in the government. And I'm not really a political person, but you can clearly see that it's starting to become now a part of a race war.
And then you also have people who are using this time to come against gays, where they saying that this is another Sodom and Gomorrah.
Mm-hmm.
Get your life together. Come on.
Get your house in order.
Get your house in order. But we're still finding it's time to judge people. I'm not judging the pastors. I'm not judging the sisters in the church. I'm not judging the deacons.
Right.
All I'm saying is use your platform to use this time to get people in order, or to use your platform to just go out and just say, okay, well, I know my elderly neighbor down the street need food, or I know Sister John or Sister Mary need this or need that. This is a great time to use that time to do that for that person.
Right.
You know, or just call them and check on them. How many times have you called and checked on someone, and besides asking them for a tithe? And I'm not saying that people was not doing that, you know, and I have to backtrack because I had said the other day that I didn't see Pastor T.D. Jakes pray on something that I had saw him do. And then we was on a Zoom chat with our cousins. And then I thought about it. Someone had got me together because they were saying maybe it was the platform that they told him that he couldn't do it. But then I was looking at his Easter service today, and even Pastor T.D. Jakes, he's using his platform to go out and feed the elderly.
Yes.
To go out and he's feeding the people who are on the front lines.
Right.
He's doing the work.
He's doing the work.
You know, his church is doing the work. He's using the people that are in his ministry to give, go ye out. And he's doing it.
The gospel.
You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is you have to use your platform, because I guarantee you, if the church is not full, you're going to have every deacon, every sister, you're going to have people out passing out cards when this is all over to try to fill those churches.
Right.
So I'm just saying we have to find a way, like people are suing, churches are suing the people in the state of California because they're saying that it's what's the word?
What against?
Unconstitutional.
Right.
To keep them from worshiping.
Yeah.
Why put other people
at risk
just to worship? You can worship anywhere. If your worship is what?
For real.
Speak on it.
If your worship is for real, you can worship anywhere.
You
Where 2 or 3 are gathered, you could be gathered on Zoom, and you could even have 10 or more gatherings on Zoom. I watched the most amazing thing where there was a man, he was a choir director, where he directed his choir. He's in the church, and his choir was on Zoom. And baby, they sang the church down. They figured it out. This is a time to work with what we have to work with. You know what I'm saying? And stop being stuck in our ways, because being stuck in our ways has put us stuck in a house, huh?
You better say that, because I watched Lena Waite.
Yeah.
And Niecy Nash.
Come on.
Wednesday night. When I tell you that was the most inspiration that I've been in a long time.
Yes.
Niecy Nash, I'm going to tell you, that lady's powerful.
She is.
And I'm almost in tears just thinking about it. Because Niecy Nash, she said she had to go through something to get to where she was at. And I might not be quoting her just right, but sometimes you have to go through something. Right now, we're going through the fire.
Yes.
To get us to where God need us to go through. And, you know, some people might say, well, how's this girl gay and talking about what God need you to go through? Let me tell you something. Me and Rika, we've been through some things.
You better say that.
And in order for us to go through some things, we can talk through it.
Yes.
You know, we can sit in this house and everybody might say, oh, man, we've been in the house for a month. Because guess what? We're still okay because we have each other.
Yep.
13 years in counting.
And on the 21st, it'll be
8 years of marriage.
Mm-hmm.
But we have each other. Not saying that we don't go through things in our relationship. Not saying that everything is peaches and cream. I was in timeout yesterday.
oh, so you gonna put it out there? At least you know.
But you know, because sometimes and I say time out because sometimes relationships, you go through things.
Yes.
But you have to be willing to help your friends through whatever they go through And you have to understand that if you just that token friend, or if you just that friend that just need to just be there to just listen to a friend when they're going through something, that's all right.
Be that friend.
And you're okay with that.
Yeah. And you know, being an only child, it's kind of like I can deal with a lot of people, but I really do enjoy my being isolated. You know, this pandemic makes you kind of rethink things, but I still realize that I like being in the house. I enjoy being in the house. So, you know, be there for your friends. You know, everybody's going through right now. Reach out to them, but also be the type of person that's going to reach out to other people too. Don't make it about you right now, because right now it's really about all of us.
Period.
All of us is going through. You know, we have family members and everything, and I'm sure that some of you guys know people that have caught this virus and are going through it. So
Personally.
right, we want to stay sensitive. We want to remain prayerful, and we want to just be there for fellow man, you know? And in the process of that, stop littering. I mean, if you're going out, okay, now we got to wear gloves and masks, but can you pick that stuff up and put it in the trash? Seriously.
Because that's we already scared.
Right.
And then when we get out from all of this, then we got to worry about, is our immune system going to be high enough to sustain someone else being nasty and stupid?
Right.
Because people are just that nasty and stupid.
It makes no kinds of sense to me. It makes no sense.
Because they don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
I was watching a little young girl, and I don't even have Facebook, but I think Rika was showing me where this young girl, she was partying for spring break in Miami, and she caught the corona. And she was so scared because she said, I didn't take it seriously, but I don't wish this on my worst enemy. That's almost like when your mom tell you, don't touch that stove. Greg, remember that? Don't touch that stove. And then you just gotta touch it, you know, and then when you touch it, you realize it's hot. Mm-hmm. But you get burned, just like we all do. We want to see it for ourselves.
Right.
And then when you see it for yourself, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, you know, how do we know that this isn't, I mean, we are really in a reset mode right now, you know, and if you are a believer, maybe this is time for you and us to get right with God, or just get right with yourself. I mean, but it doesn't mean that you have to start a new career. It doesn't mean that you need to finish that task that you haven't finished. I know a lot of people are focused on that right now, but sometimes it's, you know, a reset may just be, okay, I haven't been able to rest. I've been working so hard, and unfortunately, a lot of people are losing their jobs right now. But this might just be a time for you to reset, get your mind together. Don't go outside, you know, and get your health and your mentality together so that when you're ready to go back out, you'll be refreshed and you'll be ready to go.
Ready.
You know?
Almost like a Job-like experience God got us in.
Yeah.
And you know, like Job, what did God do with Job?
What'd he do?
He took everything away from him.
Come on.
But in the end, he got everything back and then some.
Come on.
So if you having a Job-like experience, before we go into our next topic, just remember, God might have took everything away from you, but he had to ask for permission.
Say that.
So just know that he's asking for permission to put you through this. But in the end, you will come out on top.
Pure as gold, baby.
Better than before.
All right.
So our next topic.
So, the movie that we've all been waiting for. The classic, I'm probably saying it wrong, but yes, the Clark sisters movie that was on Lifetime was amazing. First off, every time you think about Lifetime doing a biopic, is that what you call a biopic of people, we really don't trust Lifetime to do anything right. Because that Aaliyah movie, I'm still mad at that. Do you
I
remember
like
seeing that?
Lifetime.
Yeah, but when they do the biopics of people's lives, sometimes they don't do right.
Like Michael Jackson.
Okay, I'm still mad at that. Yeah, Michael Jackson and Aaliyah was worse. Okay, but this Clark Sisters movie, baby,
Gave me life.
gave me all the life. The ladies, let's just let you know, if you don't know who the Clark Sisters are one of the top gospel sisters, singing sisters in the gospel industry. And all of the ladies in the movie sang. You know, Kiki Sheard played her mother, Karen Clark Sheard, and some of the other ladies I've been following on Instagram for a long time. These ladies do not play when it comes to the vocals. But there was a message and there was a story. And what did you get out of it?
There was a strong message. The message that you got out of it is the mom, she told them that when you sing and you give that message to God, right?
Right.
And so the sister, Denise, right? She got pregnant out of wedlock. Now these is Kojic. Notice how I said that.
Kojic. Church of God in Christ.
Church and God in Christ don't play.
No, ma'am.
Everybody that know about Church and God in Christ, they don't play. We just leave it at that.
Period.
But she told her mom that she was pregnant. And her mom told her, put on this dress. You gonna sing?
Right, because why? Because she had an image to uphold.
Period.
She had an image to uphold, and if they could have kept that quiet for as long as they could, they would have kept it quiet.
And they did.
Right.
Until the sister had 3 kids. And the sister decided, get this message. And I want you to get this message very clear about the church and about these sisters that nobody, I don't know if anybody else got this, but I got this.
What'd you get?
The sisters, Denise decided to leave. And this is just a movie, but they decided to sign off on this so everybody can nitpick their lives. The sister, Denise, decided to leave because she said that her mom loved everybody else more than she loved her. But she had 3 kids at that time out of wedlock. But as long as she was singing, it was okay for her to have those kids out of wedlock. Get that message.
Okay.
She decided to leave that group. She didn't get kicked out now, but this is against the faith. You don't supposed to have kids out of wedlock now, according to the word, right? According to the belief. Just like being a homosexual and every other thing that they believe in. No kids out of wedlock. So because she left, right? They got mad because that was her way of saying that she was going against their mother will. So when she came back to the funeral, she had 7 kids.
Yes.
Out of wedlock. But listen to me good. She had a husband at that time.
Yes, she did.
She wasn't married. I don't care how many kids that she had with her husband. Period. Her sisters turned their back on her at that time. You don't see her nowhere else. But she was married. Her husband accepted her as filthy as she was. And I say as filthy as she was, just like I say as Mary Magdalene walked into that church and God forgave her. God forgives you.
Yeah.
And that sister, she's a pastor now.
Yeah.
But here these women is as their mom taught them to preach and sing the way that they are, right? But you can't accept your sister who is married, and you can't forgive her and accept her, but y'all can continue to preach, continue to sing and go out, but y'all can't have your sister. Me personally, I don't understand that.
Yeah, well, it's just the way the religion is, and that's unfortunate. You know, I felt it started off so good. You know what I'm saying? You could see when they were growing up. Mom would come downstairs. God then gave her a song. Mom was playing the piano and everything. And these girls could pick up anything. The part that cracked me up is when they was in the church, and they were in the choir stand, and one of the girls who wasn't one of the sisters was off in the soprano section, which happens a lot. And some sopranos or altos want to be sopranos. I ain't saying your name right now.
I didn't ever want to be in a choir.
Then what was you doing there?
Trying to impress you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But the mom actually took her shoe off and flung it at the girl for singing off. You know, but what I got from it was, I think the mom wanted the best for her daughters. She knew that they were talented. She knew that they were talented enough to be pushed past the church and, you know, be known all over the world. But I feel like that was her claim to fame. I feel like when Twinkie left the
it broke
group,
the mom heart,
because I think she lived her life through Twinkie.
Yes.
You got that?
She lived her life through Twinkie, but was another powerful point was when the mom was dying.
Come on.
She called out every last one of her daughters, and she had a message to them. Everyone but Denise. I don't know if anyone else got that, but to me, that's sad. That even on her mom's deathbed, her mom didn't even think of her, and that's all Denise wanted was love from her mom.
Yes.
And even on her mom's death, and she's gone now, her sisters can't even give her that same love. And they came from the same womb.
Yes.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all can't even get that message. And if y'all watched that movie, that enough should have made y'all want to go and reach out to y'all sister. It's nothing like a sister's love. I don't even have a sister, and me and my brothers, who are not even from the same mother, we're from the same dad. I go and I try to have a relationship with them. I lay down my life for my brothers.
All right.
You know, but for them for whatever they are going through, you can't even see past whatever y'all doing, but you can write a song,
yeah,
and you can sing about the love of Jesus.
Come on.
But you can't even have love for your sister when the Bible say, how can you love me when you can't even, who you never seen?
Preach.
But you can't even love your brother who you sing daily.
Oh my goodness.
That right there.
That's an ouch moment right there.
You know, but these are Christians.
Yeah.
You know, and that right there is one of the reasons that you have these atheists, or you have these people who don't like religious or refuse to walk in a church. And I look at them sometime and I listen to them and I'm like, I get it. I get why, because you have people who are giving you that, oh God, I can feel the spirit of God. But when you see these stories and stuff, and you see that they don't even love their sister, but you can go and walk in churches and say, this is my sister in Christ.
God bless you, sister. Give me a hug. I love you. I love you.
How?
How is it possible?
I'll wait.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's deep.
It is deep.
Very deep.
Well, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie. They are still going through some situations right now. I listened to Larry Reed, Mr. Larry Reed live, and he's been doing a lot of interviews even before the movie came out with Denise. So if you're on Facebook, he's always putting those interviews out, Larry Reed live.
So what did he say?
Basically, he's talking about just how they did ostracize her. I believe something happened with Twinkie, and they didn't allow Denise to come in to see Twinkie at this point. So, it's just a lot going on. I haven't listened to all the interviews.
But how did anyone see when Twinkie allowed her husband to push her mom?
Now, I pray that was just part of the script, and just to give it a little bit more, juice, a little tea. Because I hope that really didn't happen in real life, where, the mom wouldn't let go of Twinkie, and the husband was trying to, get in between them, and he literally pushed the mom down, and she fell. And she started crying. I don't know if that's real or not.
Oh, girl. Somebody pushed my mom, baby.
What's gonna happen?
My mama?
Yeah.
Push my mama?
Yeah, your mama.
Jeanette
Fairley?
Baby, I would never see daylight.
Ooh, honey, we don't want that. We don't do that with mamas.
You don't mess with Jeanette.
No.
I promise you, he wouldn't have made it out that door. He'd have been buried in one of those closets.
But it seemed like he wasn't even a good guy. No. When he came home and she was, laying around, but she had kids and she was taking care of stuff, but he was not happy. I think he kind of married her because he knew who she was, because he was asking her, well, where's the money coming in? You doing all these shows and all this. Where's the money? We need money.
Fame.
Fame. That's what he wanted.
All about fame.
Well, it doesn't make any sense to me, but I'll just say that Clark Sisters do have a new album that just came out here in 2020.
And y'all gonna listen to it knowing that they don't even love their own sister.
I'm gonna listen to it. I've already listened to it, actually. But, I think it's just like they were just talking about it. They were on an interview. It was Karen Clark and Dorinda. And they were talking about how they asked them, well, did that really happen in the church, with Denise going up there during the funeral? And how do you guys feel about that? And you guys still have a problem with that? And she kind of said, they, try to smooth it out and sweep it under the rug. But fact is, around those times, a funeral or things like that, people are going to have problems. Family is going to have problems around that time. And the ugliest comes out around those times. So, can you fault them for the things that have gone on that just because they're in the limelight has happened? That happens behind closed doors with your own family.
But they put that out there.
They didn't try to put it out there. It just got found out.
No, what I'm saying, they signed off on this movie.
True, and I guess there was actual video of it, because there's video footage of when Denise was in the funeral.
Why do people display their life when you know that you are a public figure?
Because they're human.
No, everybody's human. But I'm just saying though, but you wonder, but when people are so judgmental about everybody else.
Now that's a fact. But
because it was not too long ago when their daughter said something.
Whose daughter?
Kiara.
Okay.
Kiara said something about gays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did.
So it's just like, so it's a judgmental family. So you get it from where you grew up.
Yeah.
So it's just like, the girl that you can sing your face off. But I'm just saying, it's just something about, you have people who you minister to. It's just like, it's okay to be judgmental,
mm-hmm.
and it's okay to allow people to be who they are. A wonderful movie, sung your face off, loved it. Next topic.
Well, I know it's the next topic and stuff, but we have to just realize people are human, and as long as they've been around, they've never ever put their stuff out like that, and they were willing to put it out like this. So, kudos for that. Maybe it was for a check, but they put it out there.
Yeah, they did. They put it out there. They did it. But they put it out there in a good time. It's like almost like they knew that God gave them the spirit of the sermon, that everybody was going to be watching it and everybody was going to be locked up in their house and they was going to be well known.
Well, they are well known. Well, maybe some people don't Like some people who aren't, I believe that people who aren't religious will watch these type of things. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows good music. Everybody knows that the Clark sisters are all of that. So, I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, I'm sure they're going to play it over and over and over again. So record it, watch it again, because I am.
I am too.
Okay.
Because it was good.
It was really good.
Well, on a fun topic.
What are you watching? So I know everybody's out watching Netflix and stuff. What's on your Netflix playlist?
Yeah, we watched this. I ain't even gonna put the name out there. But we've been trying to give like lesbian web series their props.
Trying.
Oh my God. I don't know what some of these lesbian web series are doing, but it's 2020.
Baby, you can make a good web series on your cell phone, and you can get a camera. I mean, a mic to go on your cell phone and make a better web series than what we tried to watch today.
I mean, it was just horrible. They didn't even realize that they was doing. They didn't even realize they was doing episode 1 with episode 1.
What do you mean?
Girl, they was doing the same. I mean, they didn't even realize they was doing episode 1 was episode 2.
Oh my God.
That's how bad it was.
It was horrid.
I mean, it was so bad. And I sit there and you want to support everybody and you want to give everybody their props. But some of these lesbian web series, some of y'all I know we just trying to just put content out there. But no, and I won't be mad if people say our content is horrible. At all.
Okay.
Won't be mad. Period. But some of these people
No, it was trash. Honest. It was trash. But Between Women, we got to give them their props.
Between Women, I love Between Women. I love
that web series. That was great.
I think their producer or their writer is Michelle. I'm going to have to look that up and give her prop.
Name.
But she's a really good writer. I love Studville.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Which one was that of LA that we started watching?
LA was kind of slow too.
Mm-hmm.
But I really do love Between Women. I know they have another, but I did pay for Between Women again.
Yeah.
Because I do love Between Women.
Yeah.
They need to come back.
The only downfall for that was, okay, we've been watching. It seems like the last 2 seasons kind of changed. Okay. One, they had even a better camera. We could see that they was really getting into filmmaker mode with the cameras that they were using. But I kind of fell off with the storyline a little bit. And they tried to tie it all in at the end. But it kind of just, it was still good. But it just kind of threw me off because they got rid of Natalie.
Yeah, they changed the Natalie.
How do you change somebody at the last 2 seasons?
Yeah.
That didn't
and
work.
Then Dre got killed.
When did Dre get killed? Dre got killed at the end?
Dre got killed at the end.
What?
It looks like it.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And then...
So when was the last season? What year was it?
I don't exactly know.
Mm-hmm.
But then they didn't bring Zoe back, which they should have brought Zoe back. Because Zoe, I think she was the life of the show.
Zoe. Who was that?
The one that slept with Dre.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the life of the show.
Okay.
I love Look Alive.
Yeah.
Rika love Look Alive too.
Look Alive got that New Orleans accent, heavy,
Look Alive is just smooth.
Yeah.
They didn't bring Beautiful back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good show.
Yeah. What else are you watching?
We're watching the Little Fires Everywhere.
That's good.
That's a good one. I didn't watch the last episode. We gotta No, I did. Then we were watching. What's the other show we watch? Oh, Ruthless is off the chain.
Ooh, Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry let everybody draws down. He's trying to tell a story.
Perry's. You doing a lot, Tyler Perry's, with this one.
Tyler Perry trying to tell a story. If you don't like digger lanes, don't watch it.
Oh, he's telling a story about this is on BET Plus.
Yes, he's telling a story about a cult.
Right.
Which makes you think if religious is a cult. Certain.
Yeah. But I think these people are preying on people because if you haven't watched it, I'm going to give a little of it away, but they're putting drugs in people's food. That's how they're keeping them there. They're giving them this feel good drug that makes them feel like, then you have to be, how you call it? Included, or how, like they did that thing.
Excluded?
No. Well, they did the girl, and she came in there, she thought she was going to sleep with the head man and stuff.
Oh yeah, they thinking, so they give you this drug.
Ceremony. They put them through a ceremony.
Yeah, so you have to do like almost like if you're in a gang, you have to be beat in.
Yeah.
But it's almost like you have to be sexed in.
Right. It's crazy. So
it's deep.
If you got BET Plus, go ahead and watch Ruthless. I would love to hear what you guys are watching these days. Maybe some stuff that we haven't checked out. I can't remember. I still love, all of my Ratchet TV, Love and Hip Hops and things like that. I like reality TV. I don't really get into too many series like that. So,
The reality TV is a series, babe.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Well, whatever. I still like it. But it's not a movie. It's reality TV.
So what are you gonna do when the quarantine is over?
I don't know. Stay in the house. I'm gonna let y'all go out first. Y'all tell me how it feels out there, and then then I'll come outside. I'm not going out. I don't trust it. I do not trust. Okay, they just gonna open up the world again, and everybody's just gonna go back to normal. There is no back to normal. You know what I'm saying?
You scared?
I ain't scared. I ain't stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm not going out there.
Why?
Because you don't know what's going on out there. You know what I'm saying?
You think it's a bug?
I think it's in the air.
But everybody need to go out there. You don't. If they say you got to go back to work, you going to tell them you got to call in for like 10 days and then go back and see if everybody falling on the floor like China.
It ain't funny, but it's funny. For real. I mean, like, y'all all right in the office? Okay. I mean, and then are we going to have to wear masks inside the office?
How many people do you think that's going to go back to work when this is all over?
I don't think. Look, a lot of people are not going to be able to go back to work because the kids are not going back to school.
All year.
All year. So does that mean that the kids have to start school over?
Yes.
Oh, my God. What about the seniors and stuff? Senior high school?
They're going to do a Zoom graduation.
Oh, so they are going to be able to graduate this year. Oh, well, that's good. Do you think they still going to school in Mississippi? Well, let's talk about Mississippi. What is Mississippi school systems doing?
Not a damn thing.
They ain't doing nothing.
Mississippi school system is doing nothing for the kids.
What do you mean they ain't doing nothing for the kids?
Well, I take that back. Probably Covington County school systems. Keyshawn just been doing nothing.
So if y'all out there, y'all got some school packets, please send them to Mississippi because Keyshawn need to be doing some work.
Besides sitting there eating chips and looking at it.
And drive your mama crazy.
So what do y'all think? So do you think that when this is all over no, I take that back. So do you think that more people will tend to be, so do you think that relationships are going to fall apart, or you think that people are getting closer? Do you think people are getting closer in this time?
What do you think? We getting closer?
I think we're getting close. I think we have our moments.
Yeah. No, I mean, I enjoy the time, I think that it's gonna challenge some relationships. Definitely, it's gonna challenge. What about the? Why am I going to bring this up? What about the side chicks? How they doing right now?
Side chick mad in the mud.
Husband is at home with his wife and his children.
Side chick mad.
Right.
So what do you? No, but I'm saying, what do you think though? Do you think that relationships are? Do you think that the wife that's not used to the husband being at home all the time, or even like gay relationships, like say for instance, me and Rika, we are used to being at home with each other, but we're not used to being at home with each other as much as all the time like we are now.
Am I driving you crazy?
A little bit.
You got a lot of nerve.
No, but I'm just saying, Rika like for me to sit and have my office right next to her. So I do that, but then she get mad because like around 1:32, I need a nap.
And that's not right. That's not how you work. You don't just go take a nap in the middle of the day. I know you self-employed and whatnots.
So I go take me a nap.
But I just feel like if you have some type of structure, because you were kind of complaining that, when I get off work, then you start work. So while we're in the quarantine, why don't we just work together so then we both get off work together?
You're right. So, but what do you think though, on a serious note? Do you think that more marriages are falling apart because wives are finding out that the husband was cheating? Or do you think that even in like relationships that more wives are finding out that the husband was cheating, or the girlfriend,
or they're finding out at this point,
or they're finding out like that their spouse wasn't as faithful as they thought?
I believe it.
You do?
I believe people are finding out.
Yeah, I think it's some shit going on right now.
Period.
I mean, it's like the best time to find out if your mate was really, really cheating on you.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, for real though, because you got to think about it though, because now you're home 24/7. So you got to think you can't say, well, I'm going to work, because you ain't going to work. Or you can't.
Well, maybe you're working from home.
Yeah, but only thing you can say now is, I'm going to go down here to the grocery store.
And Miss Thang better meet you at that grocery store, but you better be home.
Yeah, but I guess their cover-up story now can be where the grocery store line was a little bit longer.
Right.
And then, but if you bring some shit home.
Right. How do you know the side chick ain't got the Rona?
Yeah. So if you bring some stuff home, how is people handling that?
I don't know. I ain't in it. What y'all do with y'all business is y'all business. I don't even want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Handle your business.
That's deep.
Anyway, I'm just glad to be back.
I am. I'm so glad to be back. My wife, she loves this. I love doing it with her.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's like pulling teeth sometimes.
It's an anniversary gift.
Well, I appreciate it. Oh, it's a gift?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She told me, let's start it back, and we wanted to start it back. We're gonna start doing phone calls.
Yes. So when we figure this thing out, we are gonna start doing phone calls on the Sip and See podcast. So start sending your topics and what you want to talk about, because we would definitely be interested in bringing some people on that got something to say. Maybe we can call Mama. That should be a hoot.
Yeah. So what we will do, Rika start sending like topics to her Facebook page.
Yeah.
So whatever topics you guys want us to talk about, or put it out there if you guys have questions for us,
or relationship advice, or any type of
topic. We don't mind answering questions,
because Nikki is gonna give you the raw and uncut version of the answer.
Yeah. And then if you have questions for us, whatever it is, we'll answer it. We'll ask it.
Yeah.
We'll put it out there.
Yeah. So we just want y'all to stay safe. Wash your hands.
Keep your hand on your head.
Right.
Because they have put Players Club on Netflix.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Players Club, go watch Players Club and get a good kiki. But yeah, you guys be safe out there. Hopefully we will be back to normal or our new normal very soon. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, Nikki J.
So, inspirational quote before we leave?
Hit me with one.
No matter what you're going through in this time, just remember that it's temporarily. Nothing is permanent.
Amen.
Stay focused. Stay put. God got it. We're out. Thank you for listening to the Sip and See podcast.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
Please stay up to date with us on and off the show.
Follow us on IG at I am Rika Ray.
And me at justb_Jacola.
Now let's go live our best life. Peace.
We out.